Unbelievable! Incredible! Unbelievable!
Save! And Spark are champions! Good up, Pepe!
Goal! It doesn't get any better than that!
Welcome in on a Sunday afternoon here on Game in Frame. You also join us not only on the website but on YouTube for this Cosmopolitan Soccer League match between Central Park Rangers 2 and they will play FC Ulqini. We are at Roosevelt Island. Jack McManus Field is the location for this start. 4 p.m. kickoff in this match. CPR are second in the table, 12 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses overall. They were 7-1-3 in the first half of the season. If you go back to the first half of the season, they are on a 7-game winning streak. Here are the 5 results, all coming back in the month of March for their 5-game winning streak here in the second half of the season. Those results were a 1-0 win to start the month on the 2nd versus Zoomschneider FC 03, their second team. Then a 4-1 win versus Borgetto the following weekend. Finally, a Saturday game on the 15th of March at Manhattan Kickers, a second 1-0 win in a result, as we saw that with Zoomschneider. And then the last 2 matches, they've scored 3 and 4. At New York Ukrainians, 3-2 win. And then versus Manhattan Celtic, second team, 4-1. So they've had 2 1-0 victories and 2 4-1 victories with a 3-2 match mixed in there as well. So second in the table for them. When they played in the reverse fixture, it was the last game of the first half of the season on December the 15th. That was a 3-0 win, a clean sheet for CPR. So that was game 2 of this 7-game win streak that they're currently on. As for FC Ulqini, they are 8th in the table. 5 wins, 4 draws, 3 losses. That's 19 points. I should have mentioned also with CPR, that's 16 goal differential, positive 16 goal differential. It's a negative 3 for FC Ulqini. They were 2-3-6 in the first half of the season. Here in the second half of the season, they did start off strong with a 5-1 win versus Hoboken FC. That was on the 2nd. Then the 9th, they drew to New York Ukrainians 2-2. And then a loss at Polonia 2-1 on the 16th. They played Manhattan Celtic on the 22nd. On the 29th, it was a 3-0 win. So they're coming off a win versus Manhattan Kickers. So 8th in the table for FC Ulqini, 2nd for Central Park Rangers. And again, a 3-0 victory when these 2 teams played back in December. Central Park Rangers will be playing with a 4-4-2 diamond in the middle. 4 midfielders, not playing with any wingers. It was a 1-0 win, for FC Ulqini on the 22nd of March. So they have 3 wins, a draw, and a loss in the second half. Still 10 points out of a possible 15. So they already have more points in the second half of the season through 5 games than they did in all of the first half of the season. Starting lineup for CPR. Nathan Song, number 20, is at left forward, with Matthew Berenger, number 10, at right forward. Nicholas King will play the 10. 2 center mids with him, Maxwell Song, number 6, and William Knight, number 3, with Ben Hogan, number 8, the holding defensive midfielder. Jimmy Barrios is at left back. Arden Chu and Zach Gollin are the center back partnership. Chu on the left and Gollin on the right, with Peter Berry at right back and Dimaraldo Grunassi is in goal for CPR. As for FC Ulqini, they are playing a 4-3-3, more of a defensive with a CDM and 2 8s. Up top, Arbin Lekperek, number 7, is at left wing. Vladar Kovaci is the striker, number 9. Christopher Cardozo Echori is the right winger, number 11. Florian Kivacha, number 18, is with Luis Caba, number 10, as the 2 center mids. The defensive midfielder is Mejaj. Cody is at left back, is put a cross in Barrios. It's shut down by Ulqini. This is Kovaci, who's tripped. Ulqini. Chu up in the air, wearing the number 24. William Knight with a turnover. Kaba checks his shoulder. Cardoso Echori going against Gallin. Good defending one-on-one by Gallin. Here's Barrios. Long ball. Down in a battle. That's Behringer. Went into the edge of the box. No one was there in black for CPR. Like Perrick. Looks like Kaba and Kovaci have kind of switched positions. Kovaci playing more of a center mid role with Kaba at the striker to start. Song for Gallin as Barrios has moved up. Played to him now by Gallin. Can turn Knight. Good read. That is by Smajli. In the middle for Ulqini. Kaba holding up for Lekperek. Back to Kaba. Lekperek makes a run. Second ball. Last stuff CPR. Lekperek towards the goal line. Shut down by Barry, but it's a corner for Ulqini. First corner of the day. Right foot delivery, back post. Gallin missing a header. Might have got a slight touch. It's again a corner for Ulqini. Or sorry, a throw in just in front of the corner flag. Kaba. Kovaci. Back out for Smajli. Lekperek's in the middle. Heavy touch Kovaci. Won by Song. Forward play. That ball forward is too short. Big switch. Kaba, the volley, and it's missed wide. Good technique to get it low, but it's wide of the mark. Hogan. Berry. Down the line. It's kind of in the middle towards the channel. It's right on goal to Rad. Two players there for Ulqini. It's a push on Lekperek, foul on Berry. towards Kaba. Gollin winning a header. And placed it to Barrios. Gollin back to goal. First touch for Grunassi. Kogan, switch for Berry. Unless Nurkshaw can get over, he will. It's Nick King, 34. Song. Didn't pick up his head in time. Kovaci. Like Perek. Outside. This is Kaba. In the middle, Ulqini. Cody. Stood up by Barrios. But back to Cody. Lining up for a shot that's blocked by Gollin. Cody again. And he hasn't really given a clean shot. It's gone wide of the post. So 2 shots so far for Ulqini. Both have missed wide right. Kogan in the middle. Berenger holding up play from the forward position. Kovaci tries to tackle, and it's a foul. Berenger, left foot. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass into the feet of Song. Smajli. Nurkja. Up for Kaba. Off his chest. Shoe to Berry. King. And Song. Couple passes in the middle. Berry crossing. Too tall for Knight. Berenger can't get there. Goes out for a goal kick. Cut off by King. In front of Nurksha. Other side, across the face, Berenger. Can't line up a cross. Backed out to the corner. Good move on Cody. Left-footed. Cut back. Kogan to shoot. And he's dragged that and sliced it wide. Both teams now missing right of the goal on any shot so far. Good diagonal to Cody. Cardoso Uchori. Cody forward. Kaba. Good foot in from Barrios. Turns it over. Berenger wins the battle. Berenger, is he too wide for a shot? Centered. Stopped by Ulqini. Knight. Calling for it is King. Second defender there for Ulqini. Chance is gone for CPR. Goal kick from Rad. Makes it into CPR's territory. Knight wins a challenge to Kogan. Settle here is Maxwell Song. His brother Nathan is 22. On the right, Berry. Charging. Knight, try to get it back to Berry. Kaba, 1 against 5. One more for Lekperek. Has Kovaci with him on the left. Mehaj. Now Kavicha. Good passing here from Ulqini. Kovaci, it's poked away from him by Gollin again. King for Behringer. Behringer in the channel. Took one step too many, stepped in front of the ball. So it goes back to King and Kogan. Behringer. Doesn't like the cross. King for Barrios. They've switched it to the left. Step over. Miscommunication with Song. Barrios still going at the ball. I think it goes right off of Song. Let's get a goal kick. There's a push, and it's going in favor of CPR. Behringer will go at Cody. Quick move to the goal line. Centered. Smajli got a foot to it. Chance not gone for CPR. Berry. King. Cross. Dangerous. It's a throw in after Cody got his left foot there. Gollin. Up for Song. Nurksha wins the header. King on the second ball. Back in again. Goes through. Cody a clearance. Good pace here from Song. Left-footed cross attempt again. And it's going to be a corner for CPR. Rad could not get there in time to save the corner. It'll be Knight. Few bodies in the box for CPR. Knight. That was in on Rad, but cleared away first by Zeka. Behringer, 2 defenders. Can't split them. Song with the slide tackle. Still with Ulqini. Cardozo. Lost out by Behringer. Good work right back to win it for CPR. Behringer again. Barrios. Further down the channel for Knight. Cut off though by Meaj. And he gets a goal kick for Ulqini. Cody has some space here. Looking for Kovaci. Getting in the lane there was Song. King on the half turn. Rolls it for Berry. Kogan likes the option to Behringer. Low. Knight couldn't get a foot in. Back post. Offside. And Nathan Song doesn't like the call, but the flag was raised. Went all the way through. And we remain 0-0. Header is down for CPR. Heavy touch by Song, giving it away. Now in the back line of Ulqini. Cody. Mayaj. Gonna go backwards. Kivcha. In for Cody. It just gets there in front of Kogan. Lekperik moved over to the right. Kovaci trying to... There's the... Kovaci gets the call. So it'll be Mayaj and Samajli over this free kick. First free kick of the day for either side. Three-man wall for CPR. King, Maxwell, Song, and Barrios are in the wall. Three players will run in for this unless it's a shot by Samajli. It is a shot, and he's put it over the bar, over the crossbar. Good strike, but too strong. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletic. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The air case uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game in Frame community an exclusive discount. Scan the QR code to get 10% off and keep it fresh. Chu. Barrios calling for it. Kogan will give it to Barrios. Barrios wants to play forward. He'll go lateral to Kogan. King. Barry is advanced at right back. And he lost control outside the touchline for a throw-in for Ulqini. A little risky here for Ulqini, keeping it. Kivcha. Lekperik. Scoop to Kaba. Back to goal, back to Lekperik. Now Kovaci has replaced Kaba. Outside of the foot, and it spins away from Barrios, but gets a good foot in there. Mayaj. Behind Cody. Knight tried to block the pass. Good steal here by King. 3-on-4. King. That's behind Behringer and Song, but right back to him. And then Kovaci gets all the way back on Song. Close there for CPR. Berry with a step. Cardoso. Urhi leaves it. Nurkja, he beats out Chu for pace. Blocked off by Gollin, protecting the goal. In the box. Still not away. Nurkja came from an offside position. So no shot would have mattered anyway, offside. Both teams have had some close chances that were called off for offside flags. Behringer will run at Cody. Quick move. Stopped. It's Ulqini again. Lekperik. Trying to find the run of Kaba. Chu steps in front of him. Plays out for a throw-in. Kovaci, long-range shot. Just goes over, not a bad effort. But it is a goal kick now for Grunasi. Quickly to Song. Barrios. Kogan in the middle, and King. Song back to goal. Tried a back heel attempt. No teammate was there. Barrios got a slight touch. Still makes its way to Cardoso Urturi. Lekperik, first time shot, just wide. Couldn't bend it in. Closer now for Ulqini. Quick move between the two wingers. Still wide. Kogan, a little misdirection. Barrios down the line. Cody, not enough to keep it with Behringer and Barrios. Good step. Mayaj, clean slide tackle. Barrios away from Mayaj, calmly. Chu urged to go forward. Hands to King. Kogan. That gets by Cody, and he'll find the feet of Song. Trying to turn the corner. Cody, clean tackle. Kaba holding it up. Gives room for Lekperik. Knight, and he wins a throw-in for CPR. Have our first change for CPR. It'll be number 9, Max Cherry in for number 17, Matthew Behringer, first substitution. So Cherry will go up top, play one of the forward spots. Berry, down the right side. Cross, that was hit by Cherry into Smashli, and it's out for a corner. So first touch for Cherry leads to a corner. It'll be Knight to take the corner for CPR. Maybe a little bit short, but it's down. Gallin slips as he goes to shoot. He's going to have to get back. Chu, header. Nurkja and Smashli. Smashli up the right for Cody. Coming over is King, defending. Cardozo, excuse me. Knight running at Smashli, gets it away. Nurkja. Handoff for Kaba. Smashing one through. Cardozo can't get there in time, too strong. Knight, good ball from Song. Knight doesn't connect properly with the pass. He's trying to win it back. Kivcha. Mayaj. Or sorry, that's like Peric who's gone into the middle. Cardozo Echori coming over his song. Pushes him back. Same with Kogan. It's won by CPR. And Knight is ripped down by Kivcha, and that's going to be a foul at least, maybe a yellow card as well. Kovaci wants a conversation. Referee's going to whistle this. He didn't place down the free kick and give out the yellow card, so CPR's got to pull it back. And so the yellow card was given. So the referee's going to write down the yellow card. It'll be Kogan for CPR. They'll play in possession. King. Now towards the box. And it's on the wrong shoulder of Song. Chu. At halftime, we'll have Goals of the Month nominees. We'll roll that for you, our candidates. Goals of the Month back from the month of March, our first full month here on Game and Frame. We'll have those nominees for you. Song, is that a high boot? It will be. It's a yellow card on Maxwell Song, excuse me, number 6. That's a back-to-back yellow cards, one for each team. Got Kovaci, I don't know if in the shoulder or the arm. That was high from Song. Kovaci's in a lot of pain. Thinking they're going to ready a sub. Kovaci is still down. I believe Bezmir Dodic, number 20, is getting ready for FC Ulqini. They only have 2 subs. CPR have 4. So it was a boot to the left side of Kovaci. Bang bang play between him and Song. Clear foul, referee had it and showed a yellow card. I think it was a shoulder injury for Kovaci. And now Kovaci will be held to his feet. They're not extending his left arm. It's just held to his side. And so hopefully this isn't a really serious shoulder injury. He's clearly in a lot of pain. And so there's now a little bit of mobility with his right shoulder, not much. So Dodic as the substitution. And so we'll play on now after a few minutes of injury time. It'll be left for Jeka. Like Perek, good touch. Cardoso Urhuri. Down goes Cardoso Ichori. Fouled by Gallen. It's a free kick for CPR. Or excuse me, a free kick for Ulqini. Foul on CPR. Samajli again will take the free kick for Ulqini. He took the first as well, shot it over the crossbar. King and Barrios in the wall for CPR. Many players in the box for Ulqini. In and straight in. Not sure if Kaba got a touch. It might be either Kaba's goal or Samajli's goal, but it's 1-0 Ulqini. It went all the way through and into the side netting on the far post. And it's 1-0 Ulqini. So after the free kick was given up, it's in the back of the net, scoring off a set piece. Song to King and Kogan, all the midfielders touching it. Get some sun now through the clouds. Maxwell Song. Behind Berry. Cherry tried to turn and his pass was blocked. Kaba. Good strong play there to win the challenge. Song for Kogan. Knight, one touch for Berry. In front of the goal line. Stopped by Samajli. It's a corner for CPR. Ulqini saying that was last off of CPR, but the call stands. Header down. It's not a shot there from CPR yet. King. Defending is Cardoso. Confusion there. CPR had a throw in. And then they thought there was a whistle and then the referee let it play. Dodic. Like Perek. Up for Kaba. It's going to go to Cardoso. Uchori. Kaba trying to ball roll and then a pass. Like Perek gets there first. Can it be 2-0? Big save with the gloves. That's Granasti coming up big for CPR, keeping it 1-0. Kogan, the transition, and Nathan Song is offside. So Song comes off as well as Barrios. Bernie Wright, number 0, and Jaden Young, number 7, enter for CPR. And now Wright has to defend. No one at the back post. It's a good-looking ball, but there's no one there. Not sure what the idea was, maybe for Dodic. From Cardoso Ichori. It's in front of right. Cardoso with Chori. Kaba has to get out of his feet. Knight, long. There's a touch, but it still makes its way to Cherry. It's on target. Cherry to tie the game. He squares it. And it might not have been the right decision. Getting there is Nurksha in front of Cherry. Or sorry, in front of Song, not Cherry. Young in for Cherry. That's a shot and a leg save by Rad. Berry, header. Finally a clearance for Ulqini. Kogan's going to try and keep it. And Will to Gollin. Right. Kogan. That was a good seal pass. Movement of his hips. Kaba. Kogan steps in, but it's like Perek for Ulqini. Kaba. Chipping. Kogan hair. Like Perek at the edge of the box. He wants a foul. I don't think he's going to get it there. Cherry at the touchline. Good shoulder from Cody. But Cherry gets through. He's tripped. Is that a penalty? Referee says nothing. Waves it off. So CPR's bench confused with the no call. Cardozo, Ichori. Kaba. It's going to go up against the back line, but a run here from Nurksha. Nurksha shooting! Down low again. Big time save. That's 2 now for Granassi. He's kept it at 1-0. 2 saves could have made it 3. Song in the middle. King. Young wants it. And he's run into the same spot as Cherry. Just can't put a chance together right now, CPR. There's openings, but so far more of the chances have gone to Ulqini. Okay, about 5 minutes to go in this first half, and then some injury time we'll have for Kovaci. Knight. Almost got there. Berry, left foot. Up in the air. Not away. Cody misses a header. Multiple players there for CPR. Right. Fakes a shot. Wants Berry to the goal line. He's gotten there first and caught on a dive by Rad. Rad way up in the air on the goal kick. Right, multiple headers. Head up, Mayaj. Stopped in the passing lane by Right. Not a lot of space, and Right gets through. And passes for Cherry. Back to Right. Picked up his foot too quickly. King looked like he got the ball there. No foul call from the referee. Gallin a chest pass to Chu. Nurkja clears that ball. We're going to need a new one. Got some games, one tonight and some more next week. Tonight at 8 p.m., Zoomschneider 2 will play New York International FC in this same Cosmopolitan Soccer League Division 1 that we're noticing right now. Then on Thursday, a rare Thursday match, Principian Freedoms versus CPR's first team in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. That is at 9 p.m., a late match. And then next weekend, Saturday, FC Sanzak versus New York Ukrainians at 8 p.m. Again, Cosmopolitan Soccer League Division 1. And finally, on Sunday at noon, New York International FC again versus Kid Super Samba. AC is their second team. So 3 matches there for Cosmopolitan Soccer League and CPR's APSL squad. Tune-ins for you here on Game and Frame. Knight into the wall. Berry on the opposite side. Cody is standing him up. And he wins his team a goal kick. Really good defending from Cody. Kaba overran it. Knight, good control. Takes it down well and too hard for Nathan Song. It's a good idea there from Knight. Just off on the execution. Samajli. Kaba and Mayaj. Kaba through for Cardozo. Ichori, but it's by the goal line. It's a good pass idea from Kaba. After we saw the good one from Knight for CPR. Knight. Berry, not enough on the pass, not enough pace. Tackles Dodic. Nurkaj. That'll do it at the end of the first half. Surprised we didn't have more injury time because of the injury to Kovaci, but that is it. 1-0, Ulqini leads after scoring on a free kick. Samajli put it in. Not sure still if Kaba got a touch to it, but either way, it's a 1-0 lead for Ulqini. So we'll go to halftime, show you goals of the month nominees for our candidates from the month of March and plays of the week from last week here on Game and Frame. So watch the strike on here. Oh, it's a tempting one from Bowden Basher!
Travis Van Brewer is back on. There's a shot! What a shot! CPR back on top! Fayez Merchant!
An inward swinger, right-footed, toward the far post, bouncing up ahead of an FC Westchester player. Oh! What a goal! Goal! Golazo! FC Westchester! A stunning bicycle kick.
Okay, looking to bounce off a free kick. Referee not fooled by that. Charnas, lovely first touch. And a searching ball. Kawasi cuts inside. Oh, it's a glorious second goal for Manhattan Celtic. A super ball by Charnas. And by Kawasi, brought it down and finished sublimely.
Harasabovic sends it long for Kurcic. He chests it down, has a shot over the head and into the net. What a goal! Incredible work to tie this game for Sanjak. It's level at 1.
That's Milton. It's a shot on goal. Oh my word! Off the upright. Had great dip, good power.
Good touch by Albi Rexa. Tries to get it back. Down the other way. Go International. Is there space to keep that one in? It is Ryan on the far side. Hunting for something. Has a shot. What a goal! My goodness! Picks out the top corner. International have a lead. 3-1v2, 3v3 now. Cam Park coming back to provide some reinforcement. Mark the strike. Mark the goal! A beautiful strike, a hammer.
Good turn there in the shot. And a goal! What a beautiful turn and finish.
Bonviel has the ball, takes a shot, rips it from outside the 18 and goal!
From perhaps that defensive error. Still with Paxton. Paxton to toward Dagan. Dagan inside the 18-yard box. Dribbles away from 2, 3. Dagan! Goal for Brooklyn United!
Munoz has moved out to the right. Rio, just enough of a touch back heel. Cook Jr. Could be a shot. Hurtado Gomes! 1-0. His 9th goal of the season for Tomas de Andrade Gomes. Comes inside from left wing. Finishes to the left side of the net. Good finish. Clean finish. 1-0 Zoom Schneider.
Suarez, Saluga, trying to go through. Oh my word! It's Merchant again! Oh, he's got the brace.
Of today, especially in the second half. FC Westchester. Oh! What a missile! FC Westchester with a tremendous goal. 2-2.
Spin the shoulders and start the counter. What a ball to Verma. And that ball's hit. What a strike! My goodness! What a hit from Luke Hill.
Just a reminder, go to the Instagram page after you've watched those Goal of the Month candidates in the comments section on the post, where you can again see the videos of all those. If you'd like to watch again, comment your name for your favorite Goal of the Month. We'll tally up the votes. The votes end tonight at midnight, 11:59. And after we figure out who has the most votes, that'll be Goal of the Month for the month of March here on Game and Frame. But please go vote on our Instagram page. That's how we decide who wins Goal of the Month.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt Air Case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
About to start the second half, almost underway. Quick half time. Same lineups that ended the first half will start the second. 1-0 Ulqini after the first 45. And here we go, underway. Possession first for Ulqini. Kaba comes back to the ball. Short, Knight. They go to the back line, Chu. In for Knight. Knight, creative pass to Berry. Away from Dodic, last touch off Dodic. Cleared out by Ulqini. With a win, CPR would be 2 points ahead of Polonia for first spot in the table. Polonia does not play this weekend. They play next weekend versus Manhattan Kickers on Sunday at 10 a.m. So an early start for Polonia, but CPR has the opportunity to go in front in the standings. This both tied currently at 16 matches played so far. But 37 points for CPR, 38 for Polonia. Kaba goes down. Knight away from Nurkja. Foul on him. Nurkja. Song has to split two. Tight space there. Ulqini with a win would tie them in points with New York Ukrainians at 22. 3 points behind both as well. Everyone's on 16 games played except for Kitsupur Samba and Hoboken 2. Berry and Song. Nathan Song is ruled offside with the flag. Like Peric. Ball placed for him. Right. Got there in front of Cardozo. Uchori. Kogan. That splits two defenders. Song. Cutting over. Smajli. Barry's trying to head it back to Chu. Now he gets it to him. Song. A lot of space in the middle. Barry's making a run. He's got him. Barry, low, still not in the box yet. Knight to the goal line. Blocked by Lekperik and gets a corner. CPR's gonna, looks like they'll take it quickly. Barry's showing short. Knight's gonna take it. Too tall for Song. And a heavy touch by Chu. Just couldn't control that. Just came diving at his right foot. Close again for CPR. Gollin up the line for Song. Young showed shorter, so Kogan took the space behind him. Now to Young. He's kept it, but backwards. Knight. Shielding off a challenge. Still with CPR. Barry, but stepped by Dodic. Slide tackle from Knight. Throw in still for Ulqini. Like Peric, back heel. Keep Cha to the back line. Heavy touch. Getting rid of it. Smajli. Ball hits the referee. There's a foul on Song. Maxwell Song with pulling down Cardozo Ichori. Gollin steps in front of the attempt for Kaba. Like Peric, spin move. Gollin in front of Kaba, keeps it away from him. Chu for Nathan Song. Rad got a punch. Knight for 1-1. Getting back is Rad for another save. Got back in the middle of the goal. Still a clean sheet so far for Ulqini. Kaba controls it with the chest. Nurkja. Nurkja continuing his run. No one stepped to him. Barry in front of Dodic, though. Gollin. Young can turn. Knight. Cherry's trying to angle himself. It'll go to Nathan Song. Chest. Gonna get to his right foot. One more for Cherry's offside. And he missed trying to round his right foot to open it up with the ball. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, offside. That was a better move from CPR, but offside for Cherry. Like Parrott goes down, no foul. Told to get up. Maxwell Song puts it too far inside for Nathan. Goal kick Ulqini. They're not hurt from turning it over. Nurkcha does well to Kivcha, excuse me. Kivcha got it out of his feet. Samajli switched to Cody, but he's run into Kogan. Right. Chew. Right again. Put it to the wrong side of Kogan. Turned over. Stopped by Song. Second ball for Ulqini. Mayaj. Like Perek. Kaba. On the right. Blocked by Gollin. Had numbers in the middle, Ulqini. Right to help out as well. Defending. Offside is Cardozo Uchori. Berry, heavy touch. And flipped it to Nurkcha. Ulqini on the counter. Kivcha. Getting back his Song. Nurkcha has Dodic wider. Giving it away to right. He's in the right spot at the right time. Still playing on. Kogan. Cherry. Song trying to make a run into the middle. Cherry still has it and probably held it for too long. Behringer back in for Young. Throw in for Cherry. And he's lost the tackle. Gollin a slight nudge on Kaba. Berry has made a run through with the forwards. He misses the header. Still pushing for a tying goal. CPR. Kogan, good angle. Song. Chew. He can push. Behringer gets a touch. Berry. Back to Behringer. Good from Nurkcha. Samajli, calm. Like Perek. Can Ulqini get out? Dodic. Touchline. Smajli up in the air. Song header. Behringer. One more for Berry. Berry! And he doesn't shoot, he lays it off too far forward for Cherry. Knight. Little push from Dodic. And now the shoulder. And it's going to be a foul. For the original foul. It's a similar spot that Ulqini scored from on their free kick. So Maxwell Song will take the free kick. Two-man wall, Dodic and Lekperovic. Cherry, that's a free header, and it's right on to Rad, who will catch. So a shot on goal for Cherry after a header. A throw, Cody. Mayaj didn't make the right contact, trying to send that long. Cherry, too short for Song. Like Perrick, trying to defend Song. Chu. Song, can't get there, it's Nurksha. Like Perrick, stepped by Chu. Good defending by Chu. Right, on the left. Knight, half turn. Wider, Behringer. Trying to make a move. He's tried that a couple times just to hesitate and power through with a heavy touch. This goes by the goal line. Today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Salt Athletics. Salt have made the world's freshest, most advanced cleat bag. The aircase uses antimicrobial technology to block smell, making for odor-free car rides and houses. Salt is offering the Game in Frame community the exclusive discount. Scan the QR code to get 10% off and keep it fresh. We'll get back after the goal kick. Behringer slips on the turf. With Perrick. Gallen with a header. Has kept it, but given it to Cardozo Echori. Clean win by Wright. Kogan. Now Cherry's on this left side instead of Behringer. Stepped up by Cody. Doesn't allow a cross. Mayaj in the middle. Coming in is Chu. No foul. Turning Song. Behringer to Knight. Cherry brought it down, first time shot. And into Rad. Cherry with a free shot. He'll close down Rad, so it makes him pick it up. Dodic takes a big bounce off the turf. Can he keep it in? Assistant referee says no. Behringer. Hard pass from Chu. Off the foot of Kivcha. Assistant referee says the ball went out. We're still playing. Have to have a throw in for CPR. throw up. Knight, middle, so the edge of the box. Cheka had the original step in at the line. Knight, is it out? Still in. Kogan, one more. Bad slide tackle, shot! And it's brought down by Rad. Made it look pretty easy from Behringer's shot outside the box. Kaba. Berry steps and now he'll run away. Kaba wants the run. Did he get the right weight on it? And Gallen steps in front, putting off Cardoso Ichori. Kogan up top. Song onside. Chop. Berry. Second defender will come to Berry. Ulqini wins it from Berry. Like Perrick, didn't keep it in. Behringer makes a run from the throw-in. Peeling back, we lost control. At the corner flag, Ulqini. Kaba. Good hold-up play for Lekperik. Cody. Not on the right page with Cardoso Ichori. CPR again with possession. Knight. Samajli. Knight. It's clean. Dodic. Lekperik and Kaba. Good foot from Chu. Wins it pretty easily off of Kaba. Chu looking for a passing option. Kogan. Song. Right side to his brother. Nathan, low. Berry, header back to Song. Dodic will close, as well as Nurkja. It's going to be a light foul. So the assistant has a foul on Nurkja. Very light. Not sure what the foul was for. Maybe just a slight touch on the heel or the ankle. And now for descent, Kaba's going to get a yellow card. So it's a second yellow on Ulqini. So Knight with the free kick. Knight, back post, Gallen just moved in front. Almost had that header. Just didn't read it perfectly. So Barrios comes on as a sub. Started the match for CPR. Gallen wins a header. Switch from Song. Behringer. Behringer caught by Rad. Decent looking ball. Kaba. Back to Meaj. Combining. Kaba has to play it back. Cody. Kavicha. Again. Has to pick his head up. Slow there. Kogan almost picked it from him. So CPR, they're going to... Cherry, can he center it? It's a shot and it goes behind for a corner. More saves to the total for Rad. CPR are going to change formations. They're going to go to a 3-5-2 from the original 4-4-2 diamond. So they remain with two strikers. Barrios. Song. Too tall for Kogan. It was a header for Cherry. So Barry will play as a center back with Gollin and Chu and 5 in the midfield. But it's going to be wing backs. Behringer will be on the left side with Barrios on the near side near us on the right. 3 midfielders and 2 forwards remain. Cherry, or sorry, that's Barry. And Barrios can't control it. Again, for our Instagram page for Goal of the Month, go and comment your vote in the comment section on the post of the nominees on our Instagram page. Again, voting ends at midnight. And we'll tomorrow morning announce on our Instagram page who has won the Goal of the Month for the month of March. All games, of course, they're covered on Game and Frame. Nurkja. Head referee wants the throw in quickly. Step from Song to Kaba. To the corner. Behringer gets there along the goal line. Outside of his foot. That was a centering attempt. Too close to Rad. Rad for Kaba. Header directed to Dodic. Back to Kaba. Behind him, and he trips Song. Now offs a foul. They're going to call it on CPR, I guess. Like Perrick the free kick. Caught. Too close to Granassi. Plays it quick for Behringer. Way into Ulqini's territory now. Knight able to turn. Great ball. Song can't keep it in play. Quick move from CPR on the counter after the free kick. No shot at the end of it. So referee gave out a yellow card. I guess for time wasting. So a third yellow shown to Ulqini. Now we'll play on. Samajli. Lekperik, Mayaj. Gallen to chase. Puts it into Cardozo Ichori. Throw in. Ulqini. Lekperik. Picks it up in the channel. Cardozo Ichori. Step to his left. Kaba. Can he shoot? That was a pass attempt for Dodic. It was deflected to Konasi. Song. Didn't get the pass to Kogan. It's to his brother. Can CPR take advantage? Is it too early for Nathan? Entering the last quarter of an hour. 1-0 Ulqini from their free kick goal in the first half. Up the line, Barrios. Putting Kogan in a bad spot with Kvivcic. And now a foul off the ball that was seen by the assistant. So there was a kick on Nathan Song away from the ball, which is seen right in front of the assistant, trying to communicate to the head referee. It's a free kick for CPR. They'll go quick. Knight into the box. Shut down Nurkja. Outside of the foot, Kaba. Between each other, kind of holding jerseys, Barrios was there close with Song. Berenger. Berenger slips again. That's the second time he slipped in the match. Cardoso Ichori, 2-on-3. That's way too far in front of Kaba. Couldn't angle it properly. Getting a ball quickly from the bench for CPR. Coach Mike Carducci throws it in. Song. Knight, as the back line backs up. Cherry, chest, can he get it on goal? They're asking for a foul. Both teams are asking for fouls. It was Jeka and Cody defending Cherry. Cherry goes down. That's the second time he's gone down in the box. Both times, referee has waved off a possible penalty. And so we'll play on with the goal kick. Song header, free header. Kaba has Dodic right behind him. Dodic wants the middle. Lekperik turns back. Dodic still onside. And Cardozo Ichori messes up the contact for the shot. Waiting for Granassi to come out was Gallen, making sure Cardozo Ichori couldn't get there on the ball. Berenger. Nurkja, miscommunication with Rad. Rad didn't want to come out. Goal kick. Smajli again taking the goal kick. Mayaj, Cardoso Achori in plenty of space. Gallen has to race over. Cardoso Achori, defended by Gallen. He'll get the shot off and just puts it over the top, just slightly. And that went behind. We need a new ball quickly for CPR. Could have put the game away there. Ulqini with a second goal. Still in a position to draw a point, CPR. Knight, a Meg, still going. Knight was laid off by Cherry and just puts it over everyone and out. Get those final tune-ins for you tonight, 8 p.m. Zoom Schneider 2 versus New York International. That's Cosmopolitan Soccer League Division 1 again, like this match. And then on Thursday, Prince Cyprian Freedoms versus CPR in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. Very late match starting at 9. And then on the weekend, Saturday, Sanzak, FC Sanzak, and New York Ukrainians at 8 p.m. in this Cosmopolitan Division 1. And finally, New York International FC again, Kid Super Samba 2 at noon on Sunday. Third and final tune in there for the CSL Division 1. Please check those out here on Game and Frame. Gallen down the line, Behringer, and Gallen will continue his run. He's joined the attack. Behringer, little chop move, and the pass wasn't there. Cardoso Achori. The transition for Ulqini. Dodic got it off just at the last moment. Kaba. There's a step two by Chu on the defense. Barrios, can he turn? Song and Barrios. Barrios has been able to move a lot from the wing-back spot. Kogan. That's closest to Cody, but he doesn't control it cleanly or clear it. Behringer, back post. They hit a branch. What's the call from the referee? And I think he's given a goal kick. It's the first time we've seen the tree cause a factor on a cross. So he's given a goal kick. Gallen for Barrios. 8 minutes remaining. 1-0 Ulqini. Kogan. Song shows to the ball. He goes down after he made the pass. Barry. He wasn't contacted with Song. Cody misses. Was it a handball? It was. Cody was swinging a miss. The ball popped up to his hip and his hand was down, and it's going to be a penalty for CPR. Song is injured, but it's a penalty for CPR, and we'll see who takes it. The third time we could have seen a penalty for CPR. It's finally given for them. Nathan Song, unfortunately, with a limp. I'm not sure what happened because as he made the pass, there was no defender there that went through him, but unfortunately injured. And so he's replaced by Jaden Young. So Young comes back in for the second time. In CSL Division 1, you can re-enter for substitutions. It's not a one-time off. So it looks like Max Cherry is going to take it. So Cherry to tie it up. Rad in goal, a couple hops. Cherry came off the bench, did not start the match. Cherry, saved by Rad. He guessed the right way. And CPR are still down by a goal. Celebrations from Samajli to Rad. Still a few minutes to play. Galin runs into Chu. They want a handball, does Kaba. Like Perik away from Barrios. Shoulder to shoulder. Down goes Barrios, no foul. Like Perik. And now the referee is going to call. Slow to react on some of these calls. So Cherry was saved by Rad. I mean, obviously the moment of the match. Save on a penalty. Behringer against Cody. Cherry brings it down. Can he redeem himself? And he puts it way over the top. Another miss for Cherry. We don't have any more balls, it looks like, here towards the benches. Cherry went and got the ball behind. Berry, forward, Knight, Barrios. Good pace from Barrios. Relocates, but it's Galin. Behringer. Cross. Down. Is that a penalty again on Cherry? Looked like a little bit of a pull. But the referee says play on. Got 4 minutes to go. See what the injury or added time is. There wasn't much at the end of the first half, and there hasn't been as much stoppages in the second half, so I'm not expecting much. Of course, we shall see. Cardoso Echori. Galin trying to set himself up for the block. Kaba places it, shoots it right at the chest of Granassi. Kogan fakes to Barrios. Carries. Behringer. Ulqini's behind the ball now. Song. CPR still has it. Knight. Placed well for Barrios. But Nurkja. And Barrios played it off of Nurkja. It's a throw in. And Knight too far for Barrios. Can't work a move to either get across or a corner. Berry. Barrios, quick throw in from Berry. One touch, the pass. Nurkja. Galin, header. He's fouled by Cardoso Echori. That was dangerous from Galin as he put his head in with Cardoso Echori lifting his boot. Galin looks to be running it off. Should be all right. Under 3 minutes, close to 2 minutes to go. Cherry, shooting! That was a good strike, even better save. Rad, did he get the second one? He got enough of it at least. Kaba forward, it's 1-on-2. Everyone forward for CPR. Kaba with Chu coming over. Couple ball rolls, he never even got a shot off, and then he pulls down Chu. Aggressively, actually, on a yellow card. Didn't even get a shot off there, did Kaba. They had a 2-on-1. CPR's got to go forward. Berry. Barrios space. Knight with the overlap. Barrios, that was deflected. They'll take a bounce. Rad didn't read it, and he's got to push it behind for a corner. He ran into the goalpost as well as he pushed it behind. It's a corner for CPR. Can they score off of a corner to tie it up? They didn't convert on the penalty. It's Young to take it with the left foot. Just too high. And it's a goal kick. Last off CPR, last touch. Last minute of play. Behringer tried to touch it for Kogan. Berry and Kaba. Kaba wins. Kaba to enter the box. Berry, good tackle. Dodic! That was last off Chu, but it spins to Granassi. Long. Samajli up, but it's Barrios for CPR. He's pulled. Kavicha. Barrios. Knight. All the time on the right side. That was low. Off. Nurkja. It's a corner again for CPR. We'll redo the right wing corner. Cleared. Nurkja. Don't know how many bodies were there for CPR. Might have taken that corner too quickly. Chu. Back into the box. It's a foul going in favor of CPR. They're calling on Mayaj. So disagreement from Ulqini. Free kick CPR. They've got their chances late. Didn't notice we did have a final sub for them. Gollan came off. And Song re-entered. Nathan Song back in, adding another forward. No, that's, excuse me, wrong sub. Shot! And just over the top, Behringer. And that'll do it. Final moment. It was Young, it was Wright who had re-entered, excuse me. It doesn't matter now. 1-0 victory for Ulqini. They get the 3 points. They tie for 7th, but are still back for one more match played. Then the 7th position and an opportunity lost for CPR. They cannot jump into first place ahead of Polonia. So that ends their 7-game win streak, and it's 4 wins out of 6 now for Ulqini for the second half of the season. They've got 13 points out of 18 possible in their second half matches. So a good showing and a good form for them in the second half of the season so far. Good battle, 1-0 victory for Ulqini. We'll have an interview in a moment with a member of the winning side. So stick with us here on Game in Frame. We're not done yet, just an interview so we get some words from the FC Ulqini.
Start the counter. What a ball to Verma. And that ball's hit. What a strike! My goodness! What a hit from Luke Hill.
By Jaite. He's pushing forward. The ball's taken away again. He gets it back. What a save! Another save by Clerion. A great 2 saves by Clerion Nunez.
Munoz has moved out to the right. Rio, just enough of a touch back heel. Cook Jr. Could be a shot. Hurtado Gomes, 1-0. His 9th goal of the season for Tomas de Andrade Gomes.
Trujillo! What a save, Nick Savic!
Rahi looking for the ball while he's in an offside position though. Pastrana gets past one with a cheeky little ball through the legs of the defender.
Urban lofts the ball in and it hits the crossbar! And he can be a hero! It bounces in, referee says goal!
Lost just outside the middle third. Here comes IFA, one more time, it's Whiteley! Swatting it away with one hand!
Block FC trying to find their second goal, and the shot is up and in.
Looking forward. Listen, Edwards with a chip ball, and it's off the bar and in.
Salt Athletic, who are keeping it fresh, and we thank them so much. Burkanovic, Jetmir Kovacevic does really well.
Pouncing on all the loose balls. Lovely ball played over the top. Running in behind is Westchester, floated to the back, knotted in. A hat trick for the danger man Ulqini.
Nice ball in back. Howard tries. Ryan sends it back in and scores!
Resnick gets a cross in. Oh, Lou headed back across. Oh, 2 for Polonia.
As now played toward the offensive midfielder as it's Whiteley stumps the first.
All right, we're back live on the field here at Jack McManus. I've got Chris, one of the wingers for Ulqini, and Rad, the goalkeeper today. Rad, I'm going to start with you because of the penalty. I got to talk about that. You saved the 3 points there, gave away the penalty, but you were big there, guessing the right way. So what was going through your mind there in the penalty? What were you seeing?
Honestly, I tried my best to don't give him any chance of knowing where I'm going to go. And after, just trust. That's it.
Yeah, Chris, so you guys were creating chances, maybe not hitting the mark all the time, but you scored on the free kick. I know you didn't necessarily touch that free kick, but what was the plan going kind of forward so you guys were at least able to get the victory 1-0, which is what matters?
I think it was definitely finding the ball in the wings and then cutting in and either utilizing Luis or Gary in the middle because we're all creative, just putting us in dangerous positions to win.
Chris, I'll come back to you for this one. You guys have now won 4 out of 6 in the second half of the season. What's led to the better success, the better form here in the second half of the season?
Focus and determination to win.
All right, Rad, another one about defense. Clean sheet, but you also have to be helped out there by your back line. So how was that done today to keep a clean sheet? You guys, I think, have had 3 clean sheets now in the second half of the season as well in those 6 games.
Yeah, we knew that we were about to concede a lot of opportunities, so mentally we were prepared, I was prepared. So yeah, after we trust each other and we really have a good team spirit, so it's the most important.
This one's for both of you, and then so last one. How are you guys going to continue the success for the rest of the season? What's kind of the memo you guys are going with to finish strong? I know now you're tied in points for 7th. I know you guys, of course, want to finish higher than that, but just what are you guys feeling right now?
Honestly, just keep going and just play with our hearts, and that's it, huh? So we're gonna see it.
Yep. All right, Chris, for you as well.
Just
there.
Only up from here. We're just going to keep working and working.
All right, guys, appreciate it. 1-0 win for Ulqini over second place CPR reserves. So 3 points for them and a good victory here from Jack McManus. Thanks for watching here on Game and Frame.